Hi guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought we would do a reading on how is he or she viewing you. So I've got 3 piles here, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. If you need another minute, go ahead and pause the video here. Otherwise, let's jump right in with pile number 1. Alright. Hi pile 1. Let's see how your person is viewing you. All right. I've got can we talk? And I want to travel the world with you. I want to make happy memories with you. This one comes out a lot for the viewers of this channel, and I just love it because it's such a good energy. So, okay. I just want to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so how is your person viewing you? First of all, I think they view you as a person on a bit of a mission. And again, this mission might have a bit of a humanitarian bent to it. I just want to make sure I'm recording. Okay. With the 6 of Wands here, we have the 8 of Swords, or sorry, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. So what's standing out to me is that we don't have any major arcana cards in these 3 cards that are specifically talking about how they're seeing you. So they could view you as in a state of like kind of being amorphous, where you're going through some kind of a change within yourself. Definitely where you're going after your dreams. You're taking a lot of action towards the things that you really care about. You could be pursuing education with the Ace of Swords here, or you could have had some kind of realization. I'm literally getting like you had some kind of fire lit under your butt. And I think it has to do with, you know, what you feel your purpose is, or your life purpose, even if it's just, you know, at this moment, right? Large goals are just made up of smaller goals. So even if you're going after like a smaller goal to that you see in the place of like taking steps towards fulfilling your overall life goals, your really big goals, this person sees that you're taking steps in doing that. You could have, this is just such a divine channel. So, and the wands also speak to communication. So it could be that you've started opening up more. You've started talking more about things that are passionate to you, and you're doing a great job with the Ace of Swords. This is something, you know, very, very eloquent. With the Knight of Swords, knights are always forward. It's like forward movement and plans and goals and strategy, right? So you could just be, if there is some kind of an argument or some kind of, I'm getting more the energy of like a debate. You're thinking a lot before you're speaking, and when you're striking, it is potent, you know? And then again, with the 6 of Wands card, she just looks like Lady Bountiful to me, where it's like she has been working on herself. She's elegant in her dress, but her dress is red with dragons on it. So she's coming from a place of power. So it's like what you're giving is you're giving from a place of power. Again, I just see this as like some kind of social cause that really means something to you. You could be getting a lot of attention with that. With all the people in the background, people are really noticing your gifts. And I think your gifts have to do with communication in some form. like divine. There's a divinity to it as well. Let's see. And I think whatever it is, there's like a hard truth maybe that you're trying to communicate. I'm noticing the rose, right? Every rose has its thorn. And a rose is so beautiful, right? And the thorn is there to kind of protect the rose. And so I think, and speaking as a Gemini, people can struggle with like holding two opposing thoughts. Like a lot of people, they'll just mentally, it's easier, right, to just run to one extreme or another. But I feel like somehow you're making people see two sides of the same coin, and you're helping them sit in that really uncomfortable place of like, it's this and it's also this. Like you can be well intentioned for something, but we also have to look at this. I'm getting kind of a justice vibe here, where it's like we also have to look at this uncomfortable truth, right? And we need to think about it and talk about it and debate about it in order to figure out and look at something holistically, really talk it out, look at all the things that can happen, all the fallout, all the consequence, so that we can take steps wow, I feel tongue-tied today. You guys are communicating so well, and I'm like, no. Yeah, so in order to figure something out, and I feel like you're a leader, you're leading the charge in something. So an obstacle of this is maybe this person, hold on, let's look at your person first. So that's how you're seeing you. And I pulled this one out, and it was the third one over here, but then I ended up putting it over here. So I do think that I'm reading this a little bit as both. That's why I pulled the clarifier up there. So I do think that the person you're dealing with it embodies this King of Wands energy as well as these other energies over here. So we have the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So, excuse me. Again, the Wands energy is really sticking out to me. You guys both have some Wands energy. And this person, again, we don't have any major arcana cards. So I don't know if like both of you feel like you're going through a little bit of transition. I do think that, I get that. So maybe something changed, you know? And both of you are feeling uncertain, less rooted in this. Yeah, so your person, like they have the Two of Wands, and with the King of Wands, I think that this is a person who has built something for themselves that's kind of stable. You could be dealing with an entrepreneur. You are definitely dealing with someone who is very goal-oriented. I think they see that reflected in you. This person could be a little further along, though, than you in this, and there could be some sort of an age difference, or maybe your person is older than you, or, I mean, it could be vice versa, but I'm really seeing that this person might be older. They, just a little more seasoned, a little more experienced. I'm getting that just from the cloak, the differences in cloaks, and also the crown on the head there. Yeah. But this person I do think has done a lot of traveling, and that's why we have over here too, I want to travel the world with you, I want to make happy memories. I do think this person is a traveler. That could be somehow how they express their love, is they like to travel, they like to see people, the people that they love in new environments, and they like to watch, you know, this is like a person who likes to watch your eyes light up when you see something new, or you know, you get to share like some kind of really special experience with one another. But then they also like to come home, you know, and have like a place where they're rooted. I do feel like their goals are changing. Either they're changing and they want to go in a new direction altogether, or they want to expand or build their business, or they want to learn like a new skill. You know, if this is some kind of a professional, they want to kind of branch out maybe in a new way. And I do think, again, this is very goal-oriented energy where it's like meeting, you know, you're meeting big goals along the way, but then you're meeting smaller goals too. So I do think this is a person who's met a lot of big goals, but they're kind of moving and shifting and shaking a little bit in a really positive way. And in a way, it's like maybe they could be starting over with the Page of Cups here. It's like something that is passionate for them. Clearly we have the Page of Cups depicted as an artist here. And with the Wands energy, I mean, this could also be some form of communication with the Page of Cups, but definitely something creative and artistic, something that they love. I feel like something that maybe they even loved in childhood that brings them back to their childhood memories and brings them back to that innocence of childhood. Because I do think this person, they have spent a lot of time meeting their goals, and they want to relax a little bit. They want to re-engage with how life can be fun, you know? take a bit of a breather, and maybe even bring that into the fold of their everyday life. But this could be causing them a lot of anxiety with the Nine of Swords here, right? This is the energy of, sleepless nights, staying up, really worrying about things. They could be wondering how they're going to make this work. I'm just kind of getting, balancing the books a little bit, but they know they want a new beginning. And they want a new day with the sun here in the background and the bird. They know that it's there, but I think they know that they're going to have to go through some turmoil to get that. So, yeah, interesting. But again, so because I put this in the their desired outcome, I do think, again, they want to travel the world with you. I see that here, right? Planning, strategy, making memories. This person kind of wants to take the lead on that because it's almost like an experience that they want to gift to you. And that's really sweet, right? That could, again, gift giving could be their love language. Also, quality time could be their love language. And then with the Ten of Swords here, I think they want to put this painful past away. And build something new. Both of you, I think, are being very career focused, life focused, goal oriented focused, and that could be just a heavy energy for both of you. So it's almost like this person wants to hurry up and get past that stage so that you guys can make happy memories together, and also just talk and get to know each other. Because it's almost like I just get the sense that whatever you guys are going through, it's not leaving you much time to talk and really drop in, and really connect with one another, because both of you, your lives are really demanding a lot of you right now, and a lot on your time and on your energy. So back to how they're viewing you. I just want to, hold on. I think it's helpful to get a look at your person because you can really see if the reading is resonating with you and also just where they're coming from. I like to just kind of get a whole picture. So the obstacles to this is the King of Pentacles. Like I said, I feel like this person is pretty rooted. They are really comfortable. But again, it's like they're goal-oriented. And again, with the Two of Wands, one of the hallmarks of this card, this is like the Alexander the Great card, where it's like your accomplishments have only fenced you in a certain way. And fire does not like to be fenced in. And that's how your person's feeling. So it's like, yeah, they know that they have made a lot of achievements, but they want to move forward. And again, the obstacle to that is the comforts that those successes have provided them in the King of Pentacles. If they want to move, I mean, it could be that they want to expand their business, somewhere to a different region. I don't think they're getting rid of their business. If that's the case, it's still going to stay where it's at as well. It's an expansion. And again, it's like the King of Pentacles. They have their routine. And their routine is comfortable. So this expansion, whatever this is, or their new goals or whatever, it's going to put some demands on their time. They're going to have to take trips and visit other places to see where they want to be. It's going to disrupt this very comfortable routine that they have going on here. And also maybe a little bit of they've got to go from being they have two kings here, right? The King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. That king energy of ruling the roost and being really established and people look to them for a certain thing. Well, all of a sudden they're going to be a beginner in something, which is honestly, it's super brave. And that's the energy of success, I think, is the energy of, putting yourself in that student role over and over again. So I think that's the kind of person that you're dealing with. Okay, so the past of this connection I see is the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting that we have a couple here. So you guys, both of these, and the future we have the Magician. I view both of these as manifestation cards. Obviously the Magician is the manifester, right? But it's definitely independent and kind of primal. And very intentional. The Queen of Pentacles, it's just, again, it's this energy of comfort, and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel knows herself to be one with everything, and so things just kind of blossom and bloom around her. Again, I'm just getting the energy of comfort. So you guys could have, lived in the same community. You could have, whatever your, I want to say abundance activities, if you went to, this is crazy. I don't know what rich people do. I don't know. You go to the spa every Sunday. You see this person there, maybe maybe you're part of a country club. It doesn't have to be super bougie, I guess, that either. My mind just went there with all this opulence. Just wherever you went to, maybe you go to the opera, the theater, whatever. You see this person around in those places. Also, this could have something to do with a mother, if that's resonating with anybody, because the Queen of Pentacles is often a mother. Also, the King of Pentacles is also a father. So fatherly duties could have something to do with what's holding your person back over here as well. Also, with the Page of Cups, I'm seeing your person could definitely be a father or be expecting a new child. And that could be something that's causing them a bit of anxiety. I'm just also getting with the Two of Wands. I mean, it could, for very few of you, this is a very extreme scenario, right? It could be like a child that's out of wedlock in a sense with the Two of Wands here, because again, it's like you have your established home, your established life, and then it's like you can be looking outside of that. So for a few of you, that could be what's going on here as well with your person. So, and that's interesting because what we see of for the obstacles towards you is the Eight of Cups. Like they view you as walking away in order because you're pursuing truth and knowledge and your dreams and your goals. You're starting to also, this is like if you felt like you were in a bit of a comfortable connection where it's like things just kind of settled and got really comfortable, they see you as taking steps to break out of that. You know, you're not just gonna sit and let the dust settle, you know, let the foundation settle in too much. You're trying to shake things up. You're opening the windows and lighting all your candles, dusting off shelves. That's how they view you. And yeah, with the Eight of Cups, it's like again, I think there's a lot of love in this connection, and I think you guys want to work together because we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. Like you want to build together. And I think this person sees that, you know, if this is a romantic relationship, they want to build with you. They see you as very abundant. And I think they're abundant as well, or they see that you both have the potential to build something together and hit your goals together. I mean, if this is, they could want to work with you in like a work sense where they see your skills as very complementary, or it could be both. But I think they value your craft. Both of you are craftsmen in some sense of the word, where you're working on your craft, and that craft helps the community. It helps the world. And this person, I don't think this person's necessarily not a humanitarian, but you have more of a desire to like help the world, and this person sees that in you. But it's like they feel like because you're doing this, like you've had to put this connection on the back burner. I don't even think it's really that bad, but they miss you. This person just misses you because they want to talk with you. They miss like connecting. They understand that you're busy and that they're busy, but they really value you, and they see both of you as working more independently, like being in the future, like this is the like where's this kind of heading card. And so with the Magician, it's headed in, you both are working on your crafts. You could be going back to school again. This is definitely sharing your craft and developing your craft, but it's also manifesting. I do feel like this person's trying to manifest a new beginning with you. And a time when things can kind of come back together. Because if you did have to leave, I think this person was really hurt by that. But there is a lot of, like on your person's end, there's a lot of planning kind of energy, strategic planning, manifesting, trying to pull things back together. So again, how do they view you? Like internally and externally. So internally we have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, you're going after your dreams. And externally we have the Star. This is a major arcana card. So it's like you are trying to, I see this as you're trying to ground your goals into reality. Because this is a card of hope and wishing on a star. And also there's a lot of healing energy with the Star, starting over after a really hard time. So especially if you guys had a hard time, and the hard time that I'm getting from this, and it seems rooted. I don't know if this is a divorce. I don't know if you were married to this person, because there's just a lot of that Pentacle Earth energy, which is longevity and, growing something, abundance together. And I just don't think it was working for you anymore. I feel like this is kind of why am I talking so much about Eat, Pray, Love? This is kind of like an Eat, Pray, Love moment for you, where you're like, what is it that I want? Who am I? You know, am I this Queen of Pentacles? Am I this person? Because, yeah, in the past, I see them viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, you guys definitely could have been, you could have been married to this person. And they see you as trying to heal. I don't know, this person could have stepped out of your relationship. Or, yeah, things just got stagnant. Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely something that's coming through. So, yeah, this person thinks that internally you are being driven to take, you know, measured steps towards your own goals. And then externally, this person definitely sees you as healing. They see you also as being as very beautiful. Beautiful in a very wise way. If you're older, this person finds like you're elegantly older, you know? Definitely. A lot of just refined kind of beauty here. Very elegant energy. This person does view you as very elegant. They view you as very smart, quick-witted. They think that you are being divinely guided. You're not afraid of stepping into the fire. It's like you're not afraid of whatever's going on and whatever it is that you're a little hesitant like anybody would be, but you're willing to approach things head on and you are figuring out your own power. This person sees you stepping into your own power, but in a feminine sort of a way. Let's see. I do think this person sees you as highly spiritual and maybe even a leader in that. Maybe you're starting to talk about more spiritual things. You could even be talking a lot about the law of attraction and not from a cheesy sort of a way, like you know what you're talking about. Yeah. So anything else? This is just the energy of wisdom. Both you and your person have this energy of you've been able to hit your goals and you're not afraid to put yourself in the student role again to achieve more goals. They see you as a very benevolent person. Like you are a giver and people like you. You are a person like of the people, you know, people really like you a lot. But you could be a little cheeky sometimes too with the Knight of Wands there and the Ace of Swords. So, and also like this person could see you like in and out. Maybe you were more constantly in this person's life before and now it's like more of an in and out kind of an energy. And that could have to do with like you achieving your goals. Maybe you guys aren't living in the same place or you're like, sometimes you're back and sometimes you're gone. And this person is thinking about coming towards you. You know, how can I, like maybe they're going to buy a second house where you have a second house, or how can you guys make this work in that sort of a sense? Also, child custody could be on somebody's mind too. How are we going to split the time between two houses? And am I going to have enough time with, you know, with my child? Is this person going to have enough time? That kind of thing. I mean, if it is child custody, this person wants to, like, win. For sure. Let me just get one more card for their desired outcome. Five of Wands. Maybe you guys really need to hash something out in order to have a new beginning. You might need to really just have it out, you know? And if you do have it out, just be prepared that this person's prepared to bring it. Like they've thought about what they want to say and so you should think about what you're going to say. Let me not tell you what to do, but just know that they're going to be prepared, you know? They're going to have notes and receipts and all that. I mean, there's definitely the energy of gossip. So I don't know if like somebody was saying things, and this person feels betrayed by that, feels betrayed by how they were being talked about. It also could be that they are starting gossip about you in order to get whatever desired outcome. They're definitely not seeing you mincing words, you know? So, anyways, let me know if that resonated with you guys, pile number one. I love reading all of your comments. Please like and comment and subscribe and all of that good stuff. I hope to see you guys around here again. And yeah, have a good one. All right. Pile number two. Let's see how your person's viewing you. Okay. Oh, what the heck. Interesting. So I've got the feeling is mutual. I want to know you deeper than I do, and you're not my typical type. So pile number two, let's see how your person is viewing you. We have the Page of Cups, the Strength card, and Judgment. So two of these, Strength and Judgment, are major arcana cards. So I feel like you came into this person's life in a big way. And it's funny because we have you aren't my typical type here. And I like to say that when you start having a crush on someone that's not your typical type, whoa. Like, you need to watch out, because that, not like in a good way, because that person is about to change you. That person's about to shake you up. And that's exactly how this person feels about you. First of all, there is a lot of sexual attraction here with the Strength card. They see you as very strong. But I'm getting that they almost view you as like supernatural in a way. I mean, first of all, she's holding back the tornado here. So this person senses a strength within you. But I don't necessarily think that you're out like pounding your chest every moment that you get or anything like that. You're not like, you know, putting on a show or anything. There's just like a sense. There's a sense about you that is strength. And that you are a person who you acknowledge, I don't know, there's almost something primal about you, but also refined, which I always get with this card. So, you also could be someone who works with your hands, like you're a healer with your hands. But I don't know, but you also, because usually she doesn't have a wand. This is this deck, right, with the Witchy Tarot, because they all have wands and hats and stuff. But usually this card is about her hands, like the magic comes through her hands. And there's something, again, like that's so ordinary about you, but extraordinary. And I'm not even saying that to offend someone, but it's like, yeah, there's something about you where it's like, you took them off guard. You caught them by surprise. There's a beauty in your mundanity. That makes sense. You might, I don't know, like, you might be a person who, like, you know, you have your cup of coffee. It just, upon meeting you, you wouldn't think that there's all this stuff going on under the surface, but there is. And this person is really attracted to you. With the Page of Cups, you could be an artist. And also with the Judgment card, it's like you don't really give a rat's a about society. I just think you march to the beat of your own drum. There's something about you that's like revolutionary in a sense. You don't care. Like, you're gonna make up your own mind, and it might not be, again, so evident on the surface. I think this is the same person, right? And this looks like the same girl and woman, excuse me, but she has like regular hair here, and then in this one she has purple hair. So I don't know, again, it's like you're a freak under the you're like a closet freak. Like, in the best way. Because this person's like, wow, I literally thought you were a soccer mom, and you, like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And no offense to the soccer moms out there. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying this person is tickled purple. They're tickled pink and they're tickled purple by, like, that freak side of you where it's like, whoa. I do think that you're a very creative person. Like, you think outside the box. And I also don't think that you're afraid to say it, like, when the time calls. But you might be quiet kind of up until then. I do think there's something, first of all, this person likes your hips. There's something very feminine about you. This is not at all, I don't mean this to be a sexual reading. That's not what I was planning on. But if you're a woman, like, this person really likes your hips, and they think a lot, like, about that. About, like, you're just so feminine to them, and they need to, like, know about that. They also like your collarbone, like your neck. I do feel like you tease this person a little bit because you're so, like, reserved, and there's something like almost reserved about you, but they can sense, like, this sexual spark, like, underneath the surface, just, like, kind of radiating off of you. And they, oh my gosh, why is this reading so sexual? I'm so sorry, you guys, if this is not, like, what you clicked on. So if you're a child, maybe pile number 2 is not for you. Please click off now. Also, I think they, if you're a woman and your person is a man, like, they definitely think about what blowjobs would be like. So anyways, now that that's out, oh my gosh, I'm just getting so much sexual energy. I want to say more things, but I'm putting that down. Your person's a pervert. That's what is coming out. So, I'll just say this last thing that I was getting. Okay, so they wonder about your sounds and what sounds like you make, because maybe you seem so respectable and reserved that this person wants to kind of see you fall apart a little bit. Anyways, moving on from that. Holy cow. Is there anything else that's not disgusting? You're changing this person. This person senses that being around you is going to change them, like I was saying earlier. And okay, your person is a serious perv. I'm moving on. So, who is your person? Let's find out about them. Ace of Pentacles. This is like an established person. Maybe I don't know, they could have just moved to your area or something, but there is a sense of rootedness to them. The Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Your person's been through a lot, honestly, with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords here. I do think they have a lot of worries and a lot of grief. They could have just lost somebody. They could have just left a relationship and they're trying to start over. There's a sense of trying to start over with your person. And I'm noticing that love is in the background. That could be why we had so much sexual energy coming through, because I do think your person is... maybe they were burned, and so it's like they're not really ready for love, but they would be interested in, like, going out on a date and, like, doing some sexual things. But I think that they're going to be in for a bit of a surprise because you're kind of awesome. I mean, you're just awesome. Like, I'm getting from this card, this is like a really awesome energy here where it's like you are a powerhouse, but you don't take yourself too seriously. You are very creative, and you actually could be a musician. There's something, like, really artistic about you. It's like you've got the best of both worlds where you, like I said, you don't take yourself too seriously. You might be very successful in your life. There's a sense of strength, like you're not somebody to mess with, but you're also, like, fun, and this person kind of maybe you guys know each other from work, and this person wants to see your fun side. Like, they want to go out after work and just see how you kind of let loose, right? And again, like, I think that you've been through a lot, but like you're a master healer, like master. You have healing kind of energy, but you're really good at healing yourself. Like you're not afraid to look at yourself, and you view that kind of as a part of life. I'm getting like like Scorpio vibe. Somebody's like not afraid of the dark. You know what I mean? And you use that to propel yourself forward, and so it's palpable to the people around you. And maybe you use that in your art in some way. Because I'm seeing the butterfly here too. There's a sense of like metamorphosis. You could have like Pluto conjunct your sun. Yeah, because the Judgment card is Pluto. Oh my gosh, and the Strength card is the sun. Whoa! I am so good at this. So, anyways, who is your person? Yeah, this is someone who has suffered a recent disappointment. They've got a lot on their mind. Honestly, they could have just gotten divorced, because the obstacle to them coming forward is the Hierophant. So they could still be wrapped up in legal proceedings, or there could be something about this relationship that maybe doesn't feel like the norm. Like, it could be work. Like you guys, like I said, you work together, and so this person doesn't feel like it's appropriate for them to approach you in that kind of a way, or it might be looked down on or something like that. And not even that, like this is just an obstacle. This is just like a hiccup. It doesn't even have to be something that's like ultimately going to prevent them from coming towards you. It's just something to think about, like, do I want to get involved with someone at work, especially coming off of such, disappointment? I'm a little bit of a mess right now. I'm trying to start over. I'm trying to get my own stuff together. But I do think that your person is, like they are stable, and I mean, they could have anxiety. I just want to see, like, I think that's what they're going through now, but like, hold on, let me just pull a couple cards for like the core of their personality real quick. I'm not going to take that. Hold on. I'm having an internal struggle, which I think is reflective of your person. Okay, wow. All right. First of all, your person is kind of awesome, usually. Because we have the Star card, which is Major Arcana. This is, they could be a healer, especially with the King of Cups here. They could also, and the Tower card. The Tower is also Major Arcana. This is the energy of Mars. So I do think your person is usually like a mover and a shaker, also a healer. This could be a doctor. This could be a surgeon. Definitely healing energy here, because there's tons of water energy. This person, I want to say this person usually makes money. I don't know about their asset situation, but I do think this person makes money. And maybe they're not used to, I think they're going through a hard time. They're not used to being kind of down in the doldrums. And so maybe they are intrigued by you. They are like very sexually attracted to you, but it's like they're not their best. You know what I mean? They're not at their best right now. Usually this person is, again, whatever, I think you guys share interest in the arts, because this person's usually really artistic and very healing. This is a person who likes to think outside the box. I think they like to read, like, I don't know why I'm getting this, like studies and stuff for fun. Like, I think this person is, they like to like listen to NPR, and they probably have like a subscription to Nature magazine or Psychology Today or something. This is like, I do think a person who likes to keep up on healing trends from very good sources. This is a person they probably are highly educated, and they bring a sense of creativity to their work, and they're also not afraid to challenge norms. They see the same kind of energy in you. Also, just saying, there's a sense of compatibility here, because like I said, Judgment is Pluto, right? Pluto is the planetary ruler of Scorpio, and in Vedic astrology, this, like I said, this is the Mars card, and in Vedic, Mars rules Aries and also Scorpio. So I do think there's a sense of compatibility there. And then you have, it's like same but different, because you have the Strength card, right? This is Leo. The Star card is Aquarius. These are opposite energies on the wheel. So there is a sense of being of same but different, right? I think this person is a bit of an intellectual, more quiet. You are quiet, but I think that you get out there in front of people. You're not like necessarily afraid to do that. Your person's not afraid to do that. I don't think they prefer it. I don't know how good your person is in a relationship, though. I do feel like the King of Cups, it's like, yeah, they're in a relationship because usually they have some kind of social standing, social status. This could be a leader of some kind of an arts group, or like a artistically minded kind of a group, but like keeps their emotions to themselves, although they have a lot of them. But with the Tower card, like Mars, the energy of Mars is very sexual, very fighting, like combative. So your person could be like a bit of a whippersnapper behind closed doors. They also could like to challenge authority, I think, and you like to challenge authority too. You guys are similar. Okay. Yeah. And then I want to know you deeper than I do. It's because I think it's hard for this person to like really see you. They just sense you, And again, I do feel like there's mutual attraction here. Even though you're not this person's typical type for whatever reason. Maybe I'll pull a card for that. Why isn't this person? Okay. We've got the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength card. So first of all, 3 of these are major arcana cards. Taurus, Virgo, and Leo. Maybe they usually like someone that's older and more established. If there is an age difference between the two of you, or maybe they like somebody that's more predictable. Something like that. Wealthier with the Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of just over here, it's like there's a lot of very fixed energy, and I think you're a person who's artistic and you've gone through a lot of transformations where it's like this person wants someone who's maybe a little bit more predictable and like how do I want to say this? Maybe this person comes from like upper class and you're upper class in spirit. Like, let's just get that out there. But like, I don't know, something like that. Maybe this person is like used to dating someone like a trust fund or something. Yeah, so weird. Interesting. I don't know, there's slightly an energy of cheating. Maybe they're like afraid to cheat on them, or this person, I don't know, because the Tower card here, like, is this person faithful? I don't know, I'm questioning it. So, anyways, how they view you, like your past, is the Eight of Wands. So like you could have traveled around a lot, you could have moved from somewhere, you could have been through something, like even a natural disaster where unfortunately, like that seems to be really common. Like people, they suffer natural disasters where they're from and then they have to move somewhere. So they could see you as as like a refugee or something like that, like climate refugee. But you've been through something in the past and you're but again, like it makes you who you are. That person, that's definitely coming through in how this person sees you. And now look at this. Oh man. This is beautiful. Okay, so in the past we have the Eight of Wands. Look, like the tornado's in it. She's all up in it and all her sticks are everywhere. And then look at how they see you now with the Strength card. Like her stick is in her hand and she is holding back the tornado. She's mastered that. And she's taken a good hard look at herself and what was like causing that to be an insane situation there. You literally could have suffered some kind of climate thing, but that's behind you now, if that's the truth. But you are not a victim of circumstance, not anymore. In whatever way that is coming through for you. I mean, even this doesn't have to be a climate thing. This could be like relationships. This could be how people treat you. This could be, I mean, again, we have the energy of 8. That's coming through. Transformative. There's a lot of Plutonic 8th house kind of energy. So where do they think you're headed? They think that you're making something of yourself. You're building your domain. You're headed for, like, if you're not in a leadership position now, they see that you're headed for that leadership position. Or if you are, like, you're a person who's, like, if you're, like, wanting, this is romantic, like, you mess with kings. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're out to get your person. You're not like, they could have seen you maybe in your past, you weren't very serious about relationships, you know, it was like kind of whatever. And maybe you like even got messed around a little bit. People took advantage of your kindness or whatever, but now you're really strong and you're not having that anymore, and you're out to find husband, because the King of Pentacles, that is like husband. He's oftentimes a husband and a father, somebody who provides. This is a provider. You're out looking for a provider. You bring a lot to the table. You're looking for someone to do that as well. But this also could just flat out be your energy, man or woman. This person sees that you are going somewhere, that you're building your empire, basically. That's awesome. This is awesome. You are awesome. And your person sees that. I think your person's pretty cool too. It's just they're going through a bit of a thing. So what do they see? Like internal influences, external influences. With the Devil card here, that's so interesting. What do I want to say about that? It's like, okay, and then the Lovers card. Both of these are major arcana. You're definitely a driven person. So let's start externally. Externally with the Lovers, you are driven to find your counterpart. And not just your counterpart, but your people. I think you are a bit of a wild duck sometimes, and you want to know where your people are. And have you want to build authentic relationships. And you are capable, and you are making the hard choices that bring that into fruition. And you want someone that's your equal. You want to be around people that are equals in your everyday life. And I think this does include work energy. Like you want to do something that's fulfilling. You want to be around your people that's fulfilling. You're cultivating your spirituality. You're in it to win it. And it's like the internal influences. I do think this is like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you've had a really tough past with like addiction or feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling bound to things. Like you want to be free. This is the energy of somebody who wants to be free. You don't want to be bound by anything. And especially not to people who don't have your best intentions at heart. I think that maybe you've been through some like toxic relationships in the past, and you see it's made you who you are, but you see right through it now. And you're not tempted by the small things. You want real love. Like you're not tempted by money. You're not tempted by trinkets. You're in it for love. It's interesting because 15, right? 1 and 5 is 6. And this is the 6 card here. So it is like you want to make your everyday better. You're out for healing. I'm just thinking 6, like Virgo rules the 6th house. And the 6th house rules your everyday, like you get your routine down, and it's also about healing, and maybe you want a small animal. It also rules small animals. That's just for somebody out there. But yeah, overall, like your person thinks you're awesome, really sexually attracted to you. I mean, holy cow. So, yeah, that's what I have for you guys, pile number 2. So if that resonated, please do let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I really do love reading your comments. Like I love it a lot. So if you feel comfortable leaving a comment, please do. And I hope to see you guys around these parts again. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see how your person is viewing you. All right. Yeah. We have, I'm afraid to open up. I'm intimidated by you. And I think we should bang. Okay. So, how is your person viewing you? First of all, they see you, the Eight of Swords is the card of kind of being victimized, but not, it's not truly, this isn't truly about being a victim. This is about, like, this person can get out, you know, they get themselves free, but you could have, like, this person could see that you've been through a hard time. I get the card, this is like learned helplessness, where you have legitimately been through a lot in the past. It's like, that's why this card is kind of hard for me to describe, is because it's like, yeah, I'm not a person who thinks that there's no such thing as a true victim. Like, there definitely are people and groups who are victimized in this world. So, are you a victim? Yes. But, like, that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it puts us in this energy. I don't want it to put people in this energy of like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. And I don't think that that's how this person sees you. Because right here, we've got the Nine of Swords, or the Knight of Swords. So it's like, yeah, you've been through a lot in your past. This is like, you know, Harry Potter living under the stairs, you know, or like Cinderella, you know, being made to wait on everyone hand and foot while everyone else is living like a life of opulence that she deserves by birthright. That's kind of how I see that this person is seeing you. Like, you deserve a lot more than what you have been given, but you are starting to rise up out of that energy, and you are picking up this sword and you are charging forth to the direction of your goals and your dreams. You want to get your truth. You're not messing around anymore. You're done, right? And then that energy of the Tower here, where it's like, you're going to be like that dark horse that comes out of nowhere and just surprises everyone and is like, nobody wanted to take me seriously. Nobody wanted to give me my due, and so I'm taking it for myself. And you are out to just knock those people down. Also, the Tower card is a major arcana card. So this is like the strongest energy that's coming through here. And it's also a 7. So they see you as very divine. And like almost as if that's kind of like maybe even like the divinity of your kind of karmic path through this life, where it's like, yeah, I just heard that Lil Wayne song, came from the gutter looking like my mother, like, you know, and obviously Lil Wayne, like, he is massively successful, at least in a material like sense. I don't know about his like personal self, but it's like, that's how you are. You're going to take whatever manure you've been given and you're going to grow a garden with it, and everybody can just go straight to hell. Who is going to get in your way of that? It's also like the Tower is the energy of Mars, and Mars is a strategist, and it's also that energy of war. And I'm just getting like the art of war with Sun Tzu. Like, you're waiting for your time. You know, like, you're smart, and you know, like, when you're not in a place where maybe you can assert yourself quite yet, but when the time comes, like, you're going to strike like a snake. Not like in a manipulative way, but you're aware, you're biding your time. That's how this person's seeing you. You're not truly a victim. I think this person doesn't think that you've gotten your due in the past, and that you've made the best out of the bad situation. Oh, interesting. You could, and part of you is scared to like take the next step forward, but you're definitely going to. The obstacle for you moving towards like you know, being your best self is the Nine of Swords, like some kind of anxiety. Obviously this is really hard to move out of this energy, right? This energy of being scared and learned helplessness, because the whole thing, like the main experiment with learned helplessness is like they had the dogs with the floor that they would send like a little shock through the floor, and the dogs would feel the shock, and eventually they stopped shocking, but the dogs just were too afraid to go back over there. That's a really tough energy to break out of, because you're also not trying to hurt yourself. You love yourself, you know, right? Healthy people, like, we do love ourselves. We don't want to cause harm to ourselves. And so it's like you are trying to protect yourself from whatever this negativity is that's gone on around you. And I'm also hearing gossip. People could have like gossiped about you, but it's coming from this place of jealousy. It's coming from people seeing that you're beautiful and that you're wonderful, and there's this light that is in you. And also, I think that you have some kind of a spiritual message to share. Just because up here, with your internal, external influences, both of these are major arcana. We have the Hierophant and Justice. This is a spiritual teacher, in my opinion. It's also somebody with spiritual, I want to say authority, like spiritual rank. And with the 5 here being the Hierophant, it's like you're gonna use like the internal influences is that you have been through a lot, and you've learned lessons, you've learned them the hard way, and you can and you want to, because you're a good person, like you want to share those messages with other people. Again, this is all how your person is viewing you. This is like the picture of you that they're painting in their mind, and you want to help free other people from the prison of the mind, if you will. And with the Justice card, the external card, I mean, you could literally be studying to be like some kind of criminal justice lawyer or a therapist, somebody who's like working within a system to help free people from bad situations. You could be like, remember when there was like, oh man, there was something with, like people coming over in the airports and they were automatically being detained, but for like no reason. Remember that like a few years ago? And then you had that mass like lawyers in mass like went to the airports to help make sure like those people were okay and that their rights weren't being violated. It's like that's kind of the energy that you're bringing to the table here, where like you are a very incredibly strong person because of what you've been through, and you found your way through, and so you're so big now like in spirit that you are going to make sure that other people are taken care of too, especially children. You could work with children, you could have children of your own, or you could be like a therapist or a lawyer that's like a child's rights activist of some kind. You literally also could teach yoga. That could be another thing that you're doing. Maybe even kids yoga specifically, where you're going into schools and you're teaching yoga and mindfulness, or you are a teacher and you're incorporating yoga and mindfulness into your classroom. Or like a mediator. There's just like a fairness kind of a thing where you understand what fairness is because you know what justice you craved in like in your own circumstances. And I know I'm using like really dramatic words, and for some of you I do think this was a very dramatic thing that you've been through in the past. And for others of you, I mean, injustice is injustice, right? Like it sucks. And like, for others of you this is like, gossip, and it's not being detained in an airport because of the color of your skin. It's like, somebody was gossiping about you or trying to hold you back because they found you to be intimidating or beautiful or, whatever that is. But there's just this energy of like not getting your due. And so in the past, we have the 6 of Swords. So this is interesting because the 6 of Swords talks about like moving from, moving into calmer waters. Or it can also talk about being so used to a situation that is hard and terrible. So you could have just been stuck in a situation. And again, I'm just feeling like you had to wait in order to leave. Like you had to strategize somehow. Like you couldn't get right out, but when you could, and with the energy of the moon here, it's like, I don't know. Some of you guys could have been abuse victims where this was happening in private and people didn't really know about it. Maybe you could have been dealing with like bipolar disorder or borderline personality disorder in someone else, or where it's like you never really knew when it was going to happen or what you were going to get, or you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't know if like walking through the door you were walking into something, You could have children. Again, I'm seeing children involved here. Like you could have this could have been like an abusive home environment. This also could be talking about your own inner child. But there is the energy of like mother and child kind of vibes going on here. And again, waiting for the right moment to strike so that you knew that when you took action, it was potent and you got out. But with the 6 of Swords, like what I was going to say too, it's like this is the energy of leaving a bad situation. So like in your past, you've left a bad situation. So you're kind of like further along. For some of you, this is like what I just described of getting like being really stuck and really used to a situation. It's like functioning dysfunction. But for others of you, you had left something already, like you had already gotten free from it. And so you're further along in this healing journey because where you're headed is temperance. Like this is divine balance, basically. And where you are healing, this is the energy of healing, And again, it's just such a justice-centered reading here. This is also major arcana here with the Temperance card. And again, like I'm just 1 plus 4 with a 14 here is 5. And temperance is like an angel. It's a healing energy, the energy of alchemy and transformation. And then with the 5 is the number of the human being, of like living a human experience, right, in the muck of it all. And I'm also getting the image of like the lotus flower, right, because the lotus like pushes up from the mud and it rises through the murky waters and then till it finally sits in beautiful bloom on top of the water, on top of that emotional there. And again with the moon here, there could have just getting the energy of like emotional abuse, and you are rising above that. You are that lotus that is like rising above that, and you are going to bloom for all to see, and you have this quiet confidence about you now. And again, it's just the energy of wanting to help heal people, right? Because this is also a 5, the energy of the Hierophant, in that very human way of like helping people cope with the not so great realities of the human condition. Because they're, right, like every spiritual tradition talks about suffering. And that's not to tell us that we need to, just accept suffering, right? And just relax into it, get used to that situation, right? The lotus flower doesn't stop growing like halfway through the murky waters. Like we still strive for better. And you're a person who's helping ground that into people, where it's like, you don't have to relax into learned helplessness. You can push through. Life does get better, and you know, it's going to get better for you, and I'm going to help. Like, you're a fighter. You're going to fight for people, is how this person is seeing you. Holy cow. Okay, you could wear glasses. Let me just see if I'm picking up on anything physical here. Honestly, not really. I'm not really getting anything that stands out. I mean, this person could really like your collarbones and your throat. Also, yeah, just energy of that. Yeah, definitely like your neck region. They also really like your hair, and there's just this quiet confidence to you, like in your face at all times. It's almost like when they look into your eyes, like you have, like your eyes kind of, they know. You know what I'm saying? Like what is behind those eyes? It's almost like you know. And when you see people, you really see people. And unfortunately, you know, that is a trait, that like empathic kind of really feeling what's going on inside a person. A lot of times that can come from experiencing an abusive situation, because you had to tell what kind of a mood somebody was in, what kind of energy they were in, you know, in order to make the best decisions for yourself. But yeah, you could, I don't know, there's something about your nose. Like you could have like a broad nose, or like there's something about your nose that this person likes. And you could have really like a rosy kind of complexion. Oh, definitely the energy of like throat, collarbone. I'm getting Taurus vibes. Yeah. We have Taurus here with the Hierophant. We also have Libra with the Justice card, Scorpio, and Aries with the energy of Mars and the Tower card. And then Temperance is Sagittarius. Okay, who is your person? Your person, we have the Judgment card, which is the energy of Pluto. That's Scorpio in tropical astrology. We have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Chariot. And both the Judgment card and the Chariot card, the Chariot's Cancer, then Moon energy. So both the Judgment card and the Chariot card are major arcana. So your person has a little bit of power behind them. I do feel like, I think they're a little bit reserved. We do have I'm afraid to open up here, but they're afraid to open up because I'm intimidated by you. I think we should bang. Okay, interesting. First of all, we have the energy of Scorpio and Pluto here. Scorpio rules sex and the underworld, for those of you who don't know. With the Judgment card here, that's, again, Pluto, and then the Tower is Scorpio. So there is a lot of sexual energy between the two of you, but I do think it's intimidating to this person. And I think they're afraid to open up to you because they are very impressed by you, and you are like a no-nonsense kind of a person. And also with that energy, I think you see right through people. And so, let me just pull some cards for this person's intentions, because they might just, like, I don't know, be afraid that you're gonna know that they are sexually attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whoa, okay. Person's intentions, okay, are not great. We have 2 5s here. 5 is kind of, I don't know, I think it's like a bit of an energy of strife, but like grief. We have the energy of grief and guilt here, and then with the 5 of Swords, this is the energy of kind of just defeat, you know. And also like this person here, I kind of sometimes get a narcissistic vibe from this card, and this person, like, they really have been doing their work, you know. So this person with the Swords energy here, they could be stalking you, researching you, kind of finding out about you. And again, what they found out about you is that you're awesome, like you've been through this thing. But I do think there's like just a sexual kind of a pull between the two of you. They kind of can't get you out of their head, and I don't know. There is something about that here. Maybe there's a third party energy, if that resonates. And then, but with the 4 of Swords, it's like this person doesn't want to open up to you. Oh, wow. I'm afraid to open up, right? Because this is like, we're closed off at the crown chakra, we're closed off at the heart, and we're stuck with our feet. This person doesn't have any, I don't think, they don't have intentions to move forward. You know what I'm saying, in this relationship? I just don't think so. I don't know. I don't like these cards together. Not that your person's a bad person. I just don't. I think they're kind of an awesome person, actually. But their intentions right now, for whatever reason, I don't think are relationship. I think it could be a third party situation. They're not. Their potential for love, though, is there. It's like they're not looking at it. They're looking at like conquering. So this person's in an independent kind of an energy, definitely. This person's kind of selfish right now, at least right now. Yeah, and this card, I always just like, this is the Emperor wannabe card to me, because he look at his tiny little crown here, and he's like holding on to all of his pentacles, like he's trying to pretend like he's somebody, but like he ain't somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I think we should bang. I think I talked about all these. Okay. So your person, like with the Queen of Cups, first of all, again, with the third party situation, your person could be a nurturer. Like they could be very loving. They honestly could. They also could have a wife, you know, or like a baby mama. But overall, I think that your person's probably like very intuitive, very spiritual, almost like kind of empathic. And honestly, like being in a selfish energy, we all go in and out of selfish energy. It doesn't make us bad people, right? And that could be what your person's kind of going through as well. But it's like I feel like the way that they're looking at you is like not a person who would just like hook up, you know? And maybe you are. You have the Tower here. You have the energy of Mars, and you know, maybe you would want that. But this person, I don't think knows that. If I don't know. Because they just see you, I don't know, it's like they see you really high, in a really high light. Not that people who, you know, like have casual sex are not like great people, but it's like, I don't know, it's like the way that you behave doesn't give the signal to this person that maybe you'd be okay hooking up with them. But yeah, you're out of their league is what I'm hearing. That's what I was trying to say. So with the Queen of Cups here, I do think, yeah, your person's very nurturing. Also, I think that they like people who are a little bit different. Like, they're not, this could be a demisexual, like in the sense that they don't necessarily, like they get attracted to people not based on their physical appearance, but like who they are as a person. And I think who you are as a person impresses this person, which is why they're intimidated and why they want to hook up with you. It's like that's so funny. This is a really funny energy, because it is like this person's attracted to who you are as a person. And that's what makes them attracted to you, I think, physically, and want to hook up with you. But it's like, I don't know that this person wants like a relationship. It's a really funny energy here. And I don't know, like with the 5 of Cups, because I almost wanted to say like, even though this is their intention, like to be selfish or whatever, like the love thing might catch them off guard. Like they might end up catching feelings, but I don't know, kind of interesting. But yeah, and with the Judgment card, I just, maybe this person's getting a divorce, or this person, they could, maybe their job, maybe they're a judge, you know, maybe their job is like, or if they're not like outright a judge, they do something that like they have to, maybe they're like a critic of some kind. like a music critic, a food critic, an art critic. There's definitely artistic energy here. This person could work like in a creative field. They also could have to make quick decisions. This also could be some kind of a healer. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. Like, this person could be a doctor, like, specifically, like, maybe a gynecologist, someone who delivers babies. This person could also be, like, a surgeon. And then with the Chariot card here, it's like this person's trying to make sense of something. They're a little bit of a contradiction, your person. Your person's kind of a funny energy over here. But the Chariot card is all about... you know, after you have gone through, because the 7, right, this follows the Lover's card of Gemini, where you're starting to separate from your authority figures and really discover who you are as a person. And the Chariot is all about moving forward, and maybe this person does something with cars or vehicles of some kind. Maybe this person's like an engineer. I don't know, something. But it's all about looking at things and then moving forward. This is a young king. This is a king on the move. So your person could be younger. Maybe there's an age difference between the two of you. This could be somebody that you've even helped out. You know, like if you're working with kids, I don't know, maybe this person like graduated out of that program or something. I don't know. But yeah, this person's like trying to decide where to go in their life. Something about a mother, nurturing energy, and a lot of decision making. Very creative energy, very intuitive energy. Yeah, your person can be younger. Or they're just at a crossroads. And it could be that they're just at a crossroads in this relationship and they don't really know how to approach you, because I think you get this person all twisted and tied up. Their obstacle is the 7 of Pentacles. So again, it's work energy. It is deciding whether or not this is a success or a failure. There's something that's like they can't figure out if this is good, if this is a non-starter. You know, if this is going to really start up here with the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe they don't know if you see them in the same light that they see you, and I don't know if you guys have. I get the sense that you haven't really talked a lot with this person. It's more like making eyes across a room, that kind of a thing. And so it's hard for this person to tell if you're interested or not interested, and if they should approach you or move forward, because they're already really intimidated and scared about that. So I do think that like they're trying to keep their cards close to their chest because they're just not sure that you feel the same way. Oh my gosh, yeah, this person could actually, now that I'm re-looking at these, like this could be the energy of just low self-esteem, you know? It's like they want victory with you, but they don't feel worthy. I think this person, yeah, doesn't feel worthy now that upon second glance here. So, anyways, they think that you're beautiful. They secretly think that you're beautiful. Pile number 3. So that's what I have for you guys, and if that resonated, please do like, comment, subscribe. I love reading your guys' comments. Don't be shy with them if you feel comfortable commenting at all. It really does make my day to hear from you and to hear how the readings resonate. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.